Hi, this is Peter Geiger, editor of the Farmer's Almanac. Past videos we've talked about firewood and when is it dry, how to stack it, and today we're going to have a little different twist. Today we're going to talk about chipping branches. Both in the fall and the spring is a great time to pull out a chipper. A lot of branches, with all the kind of weird weather we've had over the last couple of years, it's not unusual to lose a tree or lose a lot of branches, and so what do you do with these things? They're unsightly, they're hard to cart away, and so a chipper is a good answer to it. So I have actually a couple chippers. They're DR chippers. One is at my cottage, and I didn't like to have to transport it, so I bought a second one, and so I have a DR chipper 1100 series, and it allows me to just chip anything that falls. And in this particular instance, we took down a tree the other day that was very dead, and we kind of cut it up for firewood, but then all the branches remain. And so what we're going to do is show you the chipper, what to do, and how to go about handling it. The first thing you got to do is have the safety equipment. Today, Chris Pomelo is going to be joining me to run the machine, kind of show how it works. But the first thing you got to do is make sure you have the right safety tools. First is obviously glasses. You also have to have a hearing device because the machine is loud. And then you want to have work gloves, and you should be wearing long sleeve shirts and long pants and probably boots, because things can fly at you. If you're careful and if you're safe, there will be no problems. Now, once you have your safety equipment on, what you want to do is check your device for gas and for oil. Both need to be full. They run a long time on whatever gas you put into it, and so we're going to start it up, and we'll show you just how easy it is to feed branches. This DR Chipper 1150 series has a real nice gravity feed to it, so if you're looking for equipment, or if you're going to rent a piece of equipment, just make sure that it has that kind of a device, so it just sucks it in and you're not shoving your hand into the machine and potentially losing fingers. The end result, quite frankly, is a lot of wood chips that can be spread around your garden next springtime. If you're doing it in the springtime, it's just a great way to have homemade chips. When you are considering a chipper, also take into consideration the diameter of the log itself. This particular unit is good for 2.5 to 3 inch logs, and much beyond that you're going to be cutting it up and using it for firewood. And sometimes when you're putting a limb through the chipper, you might run into some knots or things that can't be easily put into it. So what you want to do is have a small chainsaw with you, so you can just kind of make it into manageable pieces and then run it right through, and as you can see, it chips everything, and it really gives you a great end result. If you don't want to buy a chipper, you might go in with a friend and have 2 or 3 people buy a chipper for a neighborhood, or you might just rent a chipper. And in my case, I find the DR chipper to be just an excellent tool, very easy to use and very efficient.